Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show. I am going to have such insightful questions during the segment, guaranteed.
Mike,
Absolutely.
you got a lot of brow, though. You can work this segment. You can rock your brows.
I do have a lot to work with.
We have the lovely ladies here from Bombay Brow Bar. Of course, they are located in Yaletown. We're joined now by Ravy, Mehroke, and Amy Minhas with our lovely model, Candace, and also Kieran. How are you?
Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us.
So who wants to tell us about Bombay Brow Bar?
I will.
I will. So you guys sisters by any chance?
Yes.
Okay, go.
We are. So Bombay Brow Bar is an Indian-inspired eyebrow bar located in Yaletown, and we specialize in eyebrow shaping. So we take brows really seriously. So we're obsessed with them.
I know because my wife talks about this all the time, but the brow is the most important thing. Yes, Amy?
Definitely the most important part of the face. I mean, having the right brow will help to accentuate your natural features, and it'll add symmetry to the face, and that's really important in beauty. Symmetry in beauty is the best way to achieve perfection. We don't like
to frame your face.
They do, definitely.
And I am staring obsessively at all of your eyebrows. And they're all perfect. But Ravy, maybe explain Bombay Brow Bar, because we're going to look at some pictures. You guys have really done something different with the space.
Absolutely. So we're Indian inspired. We wanted to really bring that into the space. It's a really, it's a glamorous space for women to be able to enjoy themselves and be cozy. So our service is $23. It takes about 15 minutes, and we start off with a consultation. So we'll talk to you about your brows. We call it a brow gossip session. So you gossip about your brows. You pick the sculpting technique of your choice. You can wax, thread, or tweeze.
Okay.
We do a brow massage with a rose water gel.
It's very relaxing.
Totally so relaxing. And complimentary brow makeup. So in essence, we want to have serious brow perfection, so we rock your brows, Indian style.
Amy, we're going to deal with Candace and sorry, Candace. We're going to thread Candace's brows, but what is the process? I mean, normally what you do, you've had the gossip session, and then sort of what goes next?
Well, the gossip session is our consultation. So we've spent a lot of time kind of coming up with the perfect consultation. There's 3 fundamental points in order to achieve the best brow.
Let's show on Candace while you're walking us through the 4 fundamentals. Maybe you can talk us through it.
Sure, okay. So, well, the first one is the client's face shape.
Right.
So as you can see on Candace, Candace has more of a square face shape. The second one would be taking into consideration her facial features. So Candace has very strong facial features. Everything's very prominent. She's very beautiful. She's got a wide set of eyes and nice, strong cheekbones.
You do?
Yeah, she's absolutely gorgeous. And most importantly is also taking into consideration the client's natural brow shape as well. Straying too far from the natural brow shape will be too hard to maintain, and it actually won't flatter your natural beauty. So with Candace, she has a natural thicker brow, which she's very lucky because that's like the in brow right now.
Yeah.
So with a white pencil, if I could just grab.
There we go.
We're gonna use a white pencil to mark on Candace the 4 points that help to determine the best symmetry for your brows.
Really?
Yeah, so
it's a process, Mike.
I know, no kidding.
Us
I had no idea about any of this.
All right, go for it.
So definitely you want to take into consideration the start of the brow. So if you align the pencil to the side of the nostril and bring it upwards, the brow should actually start aligned straight from there. Any hairs from the outside of the white pencil will actually make the brows look too close together, and you kind of get like that Burt brows going on, like, you know, the
Burt brows.
Hey, that's my specialty.
And then what's next?
And then when you slide the pencil over to the end of the iris, that's where the arch should be. And after you determine where the arch should be, and this is different for everybody. Some people have a longer length and some people don't. But you want to turn the pencil at a 45-degree angle, and that's where the end of the brow should be.
And a lot of people take too much off there, and then it just looks weird.
Yeah, a lot of people do. But it's also, it really depends, once again, on the facial features as well. Like, some people with a very strong high cheekbone, like, don't want too much length in their brows, so they kind of lift the end a bit. And some people have more rounder faces, like to add more length. It actually adds more symmetry.
Yeah.
To the
Well, why
face.
don't we let Karen start threading so that we can get the process going. But in the meantime, you guys have done some great
Ravy,
transformations with some before and afters. Tell us about what we're looking at here in the picture.
This really shows the difference, doesn't it, Ravy? Tell us about what happened here.
So this is our model. Her name is Jasmine, and she had really sparse brows. So what we did is we looked at her brows, and we really looked at her face shape. We looked at the symmetry, and we really wanted to accentuate her arc and give her some length. So we started off with
what a difference it makes.
Yeah,
totally, yeah. We used eyebrow makeup to be able to outline her, fill in the gaps.
Oh, there's the shot. Yeah.
Mike, I think you should have to get this done just to be even.
I think you should.
Now, threading is what you guys specialize in, but you said you also do tweezing and waxing. The threading process is just fascinating to me. How long does it take to be as precise as Kieran is?
Years. I would say years.
Yeah.
Because it's all about the speed as well, too. Like, you have to be able to be quick at it, really efficient, because it is really sharp. You know what I mean? Like, the thread can actually slice
and you're pulling your hair out.
Yeah, and you're removing it right from the root. So, and it glides on top of the skin, which is actually, threading is really beneficial over any other method.
So when you do thread, how long does it last?
3 to 4 weeks.
3 to 4 weeks. Okay, do we have more pictures?
Yeah, we do. We have.
All right, let's look at the other pictures, because a lot of guys get their brows done. Tell us about what you did here.
Well, with Rob, we do this with all our male clients. We try to keep it as natural as possible. Yeah. So once again, in the consultation, we're going to ask Rob what he wants done, and it's the same with every male client. They just want to clean up. So we clean in the middle and we clean underneath, and then it makes a huge difference because it looks more polished.
So is there something
and sometimes do a little trim up job too, because I get this action sometimes. Some of them just go out when they should go. Anyway, that's too much.
And here's another beautiful before and after. Tell us about this one.
Okay, well, this one is a really good example of when tweezing goes bad, because she has obviously over-tweezed her brows, and
so many women do that.
Yeah, I know. And not only the thickness-wise, but also her length was very off. Her brows didn't start at the right point. They didn't end at the correct place. So it just threw off the whole balance of her face. So what we did was we first cleaned up the area around her brows, and we actually used brow makeup to fill in the areas.
So
we used the correct brow color this time.
Just make sure you get the right color.
Yeah.
Now, what's happening with Candace now? Ravy, tell us what's going on.
Yeah, so what we've done is we've just really cleaned out around the arch, around the underneath the brows to give her a cleaner finish. You also notice that Karen also used scissors to trim the brows, so that's really nice. Giving that well-groomed look is achieved by doing that. When we go into the three-point technique that we use, and then we also measure the symmetry, we also identify the areas that need to be sort of a little bit defined. So we'll go in with tweezers and we'll tweeze the brows. In this case, Candace is trying to grow out her brows, so we are very particular about the hairs that we're moving.
And we're just going to fill it in with a little bit of makeup at the end. But if you want to check out Bombay Brow Bar, they are located in Yaletown. You have to go check it out for the full-on experience. Ladies, thank you so much.
Make it an appointment.
And guys, too.
Yeah, why not?
Don't be afraid.
We get tons of guys.
Tons of
fabulous guys. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a little maintenance, Eckford.
Add one to the list.